Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. A couple things. Since the doctor thing, I uh, I finally I finally did get some sleep, and since all that took me a little while, I got like 6.5 plus ish hours of sleep last night, and so I'm feeling better finally. And all right, so this thing, it took me getting back into smoking by choice, remind you, because I don't got anything going on in my life again, and because I'm playing Ebony, and when I'm playing games, dude, it's just intoxicating. Oh, that's right. It says you're not supposed to hold it down for like more than a second. No, that was the taser. But this probably isn't that great either. So at first, I thought it was kind of shitty to light a cig with, and I was like afraid, like it would break or something if you kind of lose it, break and wear down. But I don't know. I think you just got to get your technique down when lighting a cig with it. After that, I don't know. It seems to work kind of decent. Don't want to be too aggressive with it. I don't. I still don't want to be too kind of like jamming it in there because I don't think. I think these kinds of things are still a little, maybe not first gen, but 1.5 gen kind of deal. So don't kind of like stick my dick in that hole, kind of, aggressive style. Yet, um, these things will probably get pretty interesting pretty quick. The more they're sold, and the more like they're the scientists like make the scientists make it bigger and stronger and faster and harder. The scientists will be like, "Yes, sir, boss. Where's my bonus for the last one?" Like, there's no bonus. Oh, okay. Quits a week later and fucking makes his own company with his buddy who he's been talking to, who had a failed business and was like, "I know how to start businesses. I just don't know how to run them because I don't have anything to fucking sell. I have something to sell. You can start it and don't fuck me over because you have failed before. You made something that sort of worked. I can make something better. I just don't want to because this guy's a dick and he's fucking me over. I can make something much better, stronger, faster. I just don't want to for this guy because he's an asshole. You're my friend. If you want to fuck me over, well, all right. Well, I'm going to get a lawyer that says that and draws it up in the contract. Because you're my friend, but we grew up together and I've seen you drunk. So, that's how shit works in the G Town. We grew up together and I've seen you high. Anyways, yeah. So, playing Ebony again today. Trying to get through all sorts of shit, stupid ass events and stuff. One of the events that's particularly awesomely kind of dumb The events that they make you, I mean, they don't make you do them, but that they have on here, and they just keep adding stuff. I mean, I love this game because it's just like, dude, they must have their developers just coming up with fucking crazy ass shit to put in the game, just to keep you, playing the fucking game as much as possible, and just the events just reward you with stuff, to use in what is the main part of the game, which, rolling around with your army, killing monsters, which leads up to server war, server versus server, which is basically PvP. And it's just all kinds of like mini games, quests, that sort of stuff. And right now, one of them that I'm doing, one of them is fishing. It's fishing. It's straight up mini games like in Final Fantasy VII. There's so many of these kinds of things going on. It takes up the entire day. It's working, but it's not working. Not an 8-hour day. Waking to, if you could sleep, you can do it the entire day. And there are, seriously, there's a lot of guys in here, but there's a disturbing amount of females, that people that claim to be females. Here. So, I mean, you just, I mean, as with always, when you can't like see videos of, when you can't like video stream with them, you have to kind of take people on their word over the internet. So I'm just saying, yeah, they're female. Whenever I say stuff like that, it's just like, the person says they're a person and they're female. Fine, whatever. You just have to trust them. Oh, you're a person? Fine. Oh, you're a guy? Fine. You're straight? Whatever. Yeah. I don't care. You could be source code. That's fine. Whatever. Could be a bot in a lab. You could be a person at the company, just, trying to like get me to buy stuff without even asking me to buy stuff. Because, the second that someone in there is like, oh, dude, you should really buy this package, that starts to get really suspicious really quickly. But, if they're just like, a dude in the alliance that you're playing with, it's like, the alliance is fun. The game itself is fun. You're doing it, blah, blah, blah. Then, so I would not be surprised if, say, there's bots on here. But I mean, everybody pretty much understands there's bots on here somewhere. But if there's people like employed by the company to play the game, maybe in office or at home, whatever, to play the game, like they're actually paid by, what is it, Top Games or something? You're paid an hourly fucking rate to play the game, and they're like, the company is just like, yeah, here's our employee, whatever. Here's the packages that, we give you, whatever, blah, 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 blah. To give you bumps and stuff. That would not surprise me at all if that was the case. And there's one guy supposedly in our alliance that had to leave to go off to, that was a reservist that had to go off to war. So, I mean, again, with stuff like that, we take it at face value, but that would be an excellent, that would be an excellent cover for, it was his, he was an example of that. That was someone that was an employee. Maybe still is, but they moved him to another server, to a new server. And it's their job to hop to the new servers. Well, because periodically they start like 3 new servers or something like that. And so they hop to new servers to get them started. You know? They need people on new servers to like get them started, get people going, teach them the game, help them out, that sort of thing. Make sure it's fun. And then they need like a good cover story for why they're leaving. They can't just be like, fuck this, I'm a dick, and go screw. You guys are lame, I hate you. You can't have that bad air. Like, oh, I got cancer, I'm dying. I want to live the last few days of my life without you dicks. Or I want to live the last days of my life traveling the world. I mean, that might be tolerable, but something like this would be, especially with the state of the world, that's a great out. And it helps boost morale for our alliance too. Probably the server, because everybody on the server, leaves that guy alone. And during SVS, we bubble him because you can give you can purchase bubbles, which are shields. They call them truce agreements, but they're shields for other people. In case they're like gone for some reason, they fucked up and they're like out. We keep him protected, so who knows? They're like, he said he didn't know how long he was going to be gone. And it's like, but that's what I'm doing now. Oh, great, another one of these motherfuckers. And I ate some chicken tenders from the gas station. I gotta go into town again. It rained last night, so it's not gonna get nice and toasty warm in here. What is it gonna do? Because it's already noon. Is the sun gonna come out at all? No. Oh, wow. After today and tomorrow, Texas is going to be Texas after today and tomorrow. It's gonna be like, all right, bitches, you ready? Pucker up that butthole, because I hope you're ready for some fucking heat. Crack an egg on your fucking hand and walk outside, because that some bitch is gonna be done in about 15 seconds. Just Just crack it and go, whoa, cook on the way down. Get your protein that way. Oh, oh shit, that's right. Get the fuck out of here. VIP book, all right. Oh, 4 days. I also trade purple Korea for my purple America. So yeah, that's that's what I'd be doing. That's why I look so disheveled. No sleep, no doing anything useful for the world. I watched I watched some secular talk and some other stuff. Kyle's busy talking about the usual stuff. What was he going on? I don't know. He was going on some other shit. Oh, the Candace Owens talking to Hunter Biden thing. I watched the hypersonic missiles at Kyiv, the Trump health thing, the Tim Dillon talking about Joe Rogan. Yeah, can we all just admit Joe Rogan? Joe Rogan used to be like, I mean, it's not that he was sane, but he was fun. Like it was a fun podcast stream, multi-hour long thing to watch and listen to, because it was kind of wacky, and like every next thing was something that, like, after you watched one, you were like, all right, I wonder what the next one's gonna be. Like you you were wondering like what it was gonna be, and now it's just like, oh, he's gonna talk about, like, he's got one audience. His audience is this. So, it's just like, ugh. His audience is not the world anymore. It's MAGA. So, like, why do I care? And again, I'm glad other people are finally saying this, but again, he's not funny in the sense of a stand-up comedian. Sometimes he was funny when he was just being like a funny dude, that kind of funny guy, but like a stand-up comedian, no. And even then, there are different kinds of stand-up comedians. Um, like Gallagher is totally different from Dave Chappelle, and Dave Chappelle is a little different from Josh Johnson, and he's they're a little different from Bill Burr, and you know they were different from Richard Pryor. They're different, you know. The generations are different from each other. Even George Carlin in like George Carlin had like 3 or 4 different kind of iterations of himself too. Like George Carlin had like his first like style, which was like weirdly completely clean comedy. And if you watch that, you're like, wow, this is weird. Watching George Carlin do like 50s Bob Hope or some shit, like comedy, like the Brady Bunch comedy. Like, hello, what's the deal? Like Seinfeld shit. Like, what's the deal with bobby pins? They're pins and they're not named Bobby. It's just like, what the fuck are you talking about, you fucking 3-year-old bald man? Acknowledge your fucking bald spot at the age of 2. You dick. So, yeah. You know, and then he got a little dirty, and he realized, oh, I can do this. People like it, and I won't get like dragged out into the street, beaten, and then shot. And I'll get money for this. And then in his later years, he was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go on there, tell people how it fucking is, and I don't even give a shit anymore. I'm going to preach. And if they don't want to hear it, I'm old. I'm an old man. Fuck you. And it kind of wasn't even a comedy routine anymore. It was just him. He had his fucking, you know, he was famous enough where he just went on there and he was like, America is fucked up because of this, and this. And there's my routine. Everybody suck a cock. I'm out. And it was kind of like, was that a comedy show or what are we doing here? Like I did I come here to laugh or I don't even know. Like I feel like those weren't jokes. Like it was kind of true. I'm not like yeah, but like that he didn't even like try to put jokes in there. Like he was just saying shit. Just an old man bitching about stuff. He didn't even try to put any like boom in there. It was just like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Not even you're cool, but just fuck that other guy, and I'm gonna die soon. So yeah, fuck cancer too. And when I get to God, I might even just be like, fuck you, God too. What are you gonna do? Put me in hell for eternity? Nah, I'm gonna start liking the fire, you know? Ooh, I'm burning some more. Yay. I'm gonna cut a piece off of my leg and eat it. You know, what are you gonna do? Ouch, more fire. Not to diss God or anything. This is me being Carlin. Okay, I guess there's nothing going on. So are we done with these fucking sea serpent wannabe ass motherfuckers or what? Anyone got gold Korea? I'd like to trade for purple Europe, let me know and whisper. And I also trade purple Korea for my purple America. Oh. Hmm. That's what you were doing. So, yeah. All right. But bum. That's what's been happening. All right. Tax the rich, kneecap the rich, tax wealth, not work. And everybody have a boobly boob day. Peace out.